Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews. In this video, I want to show you something that's probably quite surprising between the V1 bat and the new Iron Grenadier bat. You probably think these are the same buck, just a repaint. That's true mostly, but not entirely. So with these two figures, you pretty much can swap out all the parts, the appendages, the chest plates, for whatever you want. But there's one difference that surprised even me. Let me show you. Now the head sculpts definitely look the same. They look straight up just repaint, no problem. So if you wanted to kind of swap out, the red visor version of the bat with the classic version and a clear panel, you kind of can do it, but then not really. So the chest plates are definitely swappable, but the head sculpts are not compatible with each other. So here in the Bat Factory, we went ahead and removed the heads for the two bats. So we have the classic one, and then we have the new IG version. And you can see they're pretty much on the outside of these things the same sculpt. But what's really interesting is underneath. And I dropped one. So the ball peg hole is quite smaller for the IG bat versus the original bat. If you can see the comparison there. So there's that one with the light. You can see that diameter is quite larger than the other one. So for example, if I wanted to put this on this bat, no go. It'll sit on there. If that's something you want to do, it'll sit. But it will not peg on. You also can tell here too, with the comparison, that the ball pegs that stands up way higher than that one. Sits even deeper into the neck. What's strange about this too is they look like the same parts and everything, but this bat just seems a little bit taller. I'm not sure if this is an optical illusion, but man, that looks like the same parts except for that ball peg and head piece. So for the original bat, you can't take this head and put it on here because the ball hole is too small. Even sitting it on the bat itself, if that's something you want to do, or even, of course you can draw it out, but if you don't want to do all that, but just to be aware of, that's kind of how that sits. It's kind of odd, right? So there's that one. That's a damaged head. Here is the other head. That's something you want to check out. It's just not optional for the G1 or V1 bat, I should say. Even the other bat head can't fit on there. It just sits way up high. Very interesting. Because I can see what's happening here. More than likely we're going to get this version with this head sculpt repainted to the more cartoon accurate colors. The more brighter yellows and the silver throughout were appropriate. So something like this. Let me go ahead and put this together for you. So I went ahead and swapped out the chest plates because those new clear ones, they're finicky. They're really hard to get in sometimes. But you can see you can swap those out on this if you wanted to do this for your figures. If you want a more classic look, if you have enough to swap, obviously. But you can add that black panel for the IG if you wanted a more black version. But unfortunately, you cannot use this head, which would give us a more cartoon accurate bat. So I'm betting probably sometime in the future, 2025, probably at the minimum, we're probably going to see this version of the bat, but they'll have to use this mold and paint it accordingly. But if you wanted to do that for now, you just don't have the option. So that's unfortunate. And if you wanted to swap out, or for whatever reason, a silver head, if you just wanted a, maybe a commander bot, just swapping out it doesn't work. You definitely have to draw them out. If it's something that you don't want to do, just be aware of it. So this is basically an awareness video. if you're planning on buying, you know, a couple bats to do, you know, custom swaps, this is basically what's going to happen to, you know, your alternatives. So basically that's what you're getting. I mean, that V1 bat with their head is going to look amazing with the clear piece and the appropriate shade of yellow. And if they use, you got to use silver on the arms. I mean, that's going to be pretty nice. But I wanted to make this video just to show you guys that, you know, figures are pretty much the same, but they're really not. You know, unfortunately, you can't swap out that head sculpt. That would have been really great just to do this if you had a couple extras to give yourself a, you know, different, maybe, you know, a squad leader bat with the red visor and a clear press chest plate with your army of bats. Unless you're, you know, going to drill that out and hopefully that sits correctly. I mean, I don't know how deep you have to go because the way that peg sits that high, and it could cause a little bit of issue there. So, all right, guys, the heads are off. I'm out. Hope you guys like this little update. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next review.